What is up, guys? It's Jimbo here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the shadow price in Destiny 2 for the Season of the Chosen, how to get it, and also some of the roles that you're going to want to chase for going forward throughout the season. There is an Adept version coming out later on in the season, so I will do a review on that as well to give you guys a bit of an update. So without further ado, let's jump into the shadow price. As always, guys, if you enjoy the video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Let's see if we can get to 20 likes on this video. That would be much appreciated, and then we can keep upping that goal as we go forward. The shadow price is a 450 RPM precision frame auto rifle with a arc element. It has 33 in the magazine and maybe a little bit more with a maybe extended mag on it. And this gun is a ton of fun. I got to use it after doing a few of the Nightfalls to actually get the weapon, and that is actually how you obtain the shadow price. You need to do the higher difficulties of the Nightfall, so the legend difficulty and the master difficulty will have a higher chance for that weapon to drop, and then the grandmaster later on in the season. So that is the best way to go and get it. And if you go and do it this week, it is also Sepix Prime, so that is a callback to Destiny 1. It's the old Destiny 1 strike, the Devil's Lair, so go and check that out if you get chance. Moving into the perk rolls, because there is a lot to talk about on this weapon. It has quite possibly some of the best perks in the game on it, and some of the combos you can go for are all down to your personal preference. And the role that I have right now before I go into them is Surplus and One for All, but I am looking for another role as well that may be a little bit better. First of all, we have Feeding Frenzy. Feeding Frenzy allows you to get a quicker reload when you get kills. Really simple perk. You've seen it a ton of times before, and it is easy enough to proc and get off. Then we also have Fourth Times the Charm. Rapidly landing precision hits will return 2 rounds of the magazine. This is great if you are doing this on an auto rifle, because you're going to be using a precision frame as well. So the more bullets that you get back, the longer you can keep firing for. Now, I personally wouldn't recommend these two overall, but if you do get them, they're not the worst. And the next two perks you've already seen before in my SMG video. If you want to go and check that out, it's in the card above. But that is going to be Surplus and Overflow. Surplus increases the handling, reload speed, and stability for each fully charged ability that you have. So that's your grenade, your class ability, and your melee ability. And it is very, very good when you have them. It makes your reload speed very, very quick on the weapon, and definitely worth picking up if you aren't able to get Overflow. Overflow, on the other hand, for me is going to be the key perk that I'm going to be chasing after on my Adept version, mainly because it has the ability to give you up to 50 bullets in the magazine. It's ridiculous the amount of extra bullets that you can get on it, and you can just keep firing over and over and over and over again. Combining that with our second perk, it is going to make this weapon an absolute beast, and it definitely feels like a D1 weapon when using it. Moving into the second column, though, there is 1 or 2 additional perks that you could go for, and that would be Dragonfly. Dragonfly gives you explosions on precision hits or precision kills, and that is good to kind of chain react, and it may be additional extra damage for ad clearing. And then we also have Swashbuckler, increased damage from melee kills, or you get increased damage from a melee kill, and then also kills with the weapon stack it up to ×5. That could potentially be something that you could get. But for me, the best perk on the gun for the second slot is One for All. Now, we've already seen it on the previous gun. The SMG video, we talked about the perk called Frenzy, and since I've used it a little bit more, it is very, very good. but sadly it is not on the shadow price. So one for all is what you want to get here, especially with overflow, because you can tap 3 different enemies and then you have 10 seconds to pump almost 40 to 50 bullets of a magazine into as many enemies as possible, and then when it runs out, you're probably still going to have bullets left to be able to do it again, so you're just going to be able to shred through enemies. Moving into the pros and cons of the shadow price, the big pro for me is that it's got a great perk combo on it, and it is a amazing ad clear. It can destroy things from a distance. It's a little bit safer than using the rendition that we talked about previously. It means that you'll be able to hit things from further away. So that makes this gun perfect for when the mods roll around on a season for a GM that maybe have overload, or have your barrier champions that you have to take out. It will give you the ability to hit things from a safer distance, and that's what kind of plays into the con of the gun. It maybe doesn't have the quickest of fire rates and also the quickest of reloads compared to some of the SMGs or hand cannons that are more popular. Auto rifles aren't as popular, especially 450 round per minute guns, and I think that it will be a great gun for a period of time. It definitely feels like a Destiny 1 gun, but that is the biggest con for me, is that it's not really in the high end of archetypes. So maybe you'll see some love going into the rest of the seasons, but who knows. My personal opinion on the gun is that it's fantastic from what I've used it so far. I'm going to keep using it until I can get an Adept version later on in the season, and I would definitely recommend picking this up when you have the chance. It feels exactly like a Destiny 1 gun in Destiny 2, and I absolutely love it. So that pretty much covers it, guys. That's the shadow price for you. That's all the roles and the things that I would recommend for you, and my overall thoughts on the weapon. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and it's helped you out. If it has, make sure you comment down in the comment section what role you got on it and what role you're going to be chasing, and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. We're trying to get those likes up to 20 in this video, and as always, guys, this has been Jimbo, and I will see you in the next one.